This is one of the beating hearts of the African airline industry, the air traffic control tower at OR Tambo International Airport in South Africa. Every day, scores of planes take off and land here. It is a good barometer for the continent's industry. One of the men behind this operation is pool manager Simon Zwane. He has been in the industry for 15 years.
You know, when we started way back, we didn't have radar screen, as you can see, the one behind me. By then we used what we call procedural controlling. That entails talking to aircrafts that you couldn't actually see. You relied mostly on the pilot's report.
International aircraft movements at OR Tambo International Airport have grown in the year 2006 and 2007. It was 10.2%, and in the 2007-2008 financial year, it reached 11.4%. But the global economic recession put the brakes on this growth, with it reaching negative 2.5% in 2008-2009. However, as the global economy picks up, so does the industry. Kenyan air skies are witnessing more flights as the country's economy grows, and that is leading to more competition. The Nairobi-Mombasa route is one of the battlegrounds between the leading carrier, Kenyan Airways, and new entrant Flight 540. The fares on this route have dropped by 34% in less than 2 months.
Price is a factor, but sometimes the client is really looking for value in terms of service. They say cheap is expensive, but they're looking at the quality of the aircraft, the quality of service.
In 2010, Kenyan skies have seen 7.2 million passengers, an increase of more than 1 million passengers in 2 years.
Competition is always good for the industry. Apart from the consumers benefiting, the service levels also goes up.
Of course, with the road infrastructure not yet catching up, and the railway every now and then being pulled up, I guess the airline is really the best way to travel across Kenya.
And this is good for the economy because now, you see, our tourism sector is growing.
So, with huge competition in the skies, how are airlines in the region squaring off?
I believe in competition because it sharpens you, puts you on your toes.
In Nigeria, it has not been easy for the aviation industry. Passengers are now paying $158 instead of $131 for a 1-hour flight. This 20% price increase is due to a 10% increase of aviation fuel costs.
The increase in jet fuel prices, as with every increase in price, is not good for the industry as a whole, especially as the airline industry or airline operators have decided that they're going to increase the rates by double. So you're going to have a double impact throughout the industry, and therefore that's not going to be good.
The industry also carries heavy debt.
Well, you've already seen that there's been a fall-off in the number of domestic airlines in the industry. Quite a number of them have closed down. Bellevue, Chichangi's having issues, and several of the other ones are not operating. Government has introduced a bailout program, as you probably know, for 300 billion, but I'm not sure how quickly that will take effect, and I'm not sure what the impact will be at the moment.
On top of this, there's decaying infrastructure and little hope.
In order to capitalize on the demand, we're going to have to build new infrastructure, and a lot of foreign investment or domestic investment will be required.
But the industry stakeholders believe the government holds the key. They suggest policy reforms.
I firmly believe in privatization, being in the private sector, but I think also how should I say, more of an open skies policy would help significantly. We need to turn our airports, some of the major ones, into hubs.